Skip across to Ferguson. Down on the baseline to Austin. Austin, nice defense by Block. Top of the key, Crumble. Ball tipped around, and nice defense by the Railers as it tipped out of bounds right in front of us.
Yeah, we about ate that one. We're right on floor level, as we love being. We're so many times up in the top deck or somewhere where we can't really get the size and the speed of this game, and it's flying, and these guys are big.
Well, we always warn our producer-director back at the studio, who does a great job every game, Paula, that we're on the floor, so anytime we could get a lap full of somebody.
Yeah.
Lob it on top now. They swing it over to the far right side to Crumble.
And the Railers really covering up the shooters on the perimeter right now, especially those top three of Olden, Ebelair, and Cook getting out on every shooter.
Hickman in the left corner brings the dribble back out. Nice defense again by the Railers. Ferguson dumped inside. Austin in the lane, left it way short again. Ball tipped around. Gavin has it, looks ahead to Joey. Joey against Ferguson, lays it up. Rejected. Great defense by Cahokia as Ferguson got back for the block.
Yeah, and pinned it up on the backboard. And Joey, we thought, had a wide open layup, but the length and the size and athleticism of these guys.
Lob play, and it hit the rim as they went up for it, but Austin corrals it and lays it up again. That makes it 11-9. Big swing there. Railers could have gone up by 6. Instead, it's back to a 2-point game with 6:25 to go here in the first half. On the left wing is Peyton Ebelair. High post to Gavin. Gavin, nice job. And a hold.
That's 2 on Austin.
That's 2 if they get that one on number 23. Yep, 23. That's Austin. That's his second. And so he's going to check out, and he's going to be replaced by Tremont Jackson, a 6'6 junior. So they don't lose much size-wise, but
they lose our leading scorer.
Yeah,
he was out there 18 a game for a reason, and now we Railers need to take definite advantage of this. I don't know that they'll go a lot inside.
Lob play, and another foul is going to be whistled. Great pass from Max to Gavin. Gavin did a nice job of going high and getting the basketball, and that foul will be whistled on Ferguson, and now Ferguson's picked up his second 15 foul. So you've got 2 guys for Cahokia that have 2 fouls.
Yeah, and bringing the big boy in, Williams, now, but 5 team fouls on Cahokia, so hopefully the Railers can get just a couple more here. And now
they're going to get Gavin, I think. Gavin trying to fight through the screen, and Gavin gets his first foul, 3rd team foul on the Railers. So all that for just a few calls here and there, but 6:15 to go. Railers turn it over as it goes back to Cahokia on the Gavin block foul.
We need a Joey Olden tip away and a steal, or somebody get a step away and have a Joey run out.
We're down to 6 minutes to go in the first half. Railers on top 11-9. Double team coming from Max, but the Railers reset defensively. On the far side to Crumble. Rivers with the left hand over to Hickman on the near side.
Yeah, you got to think Hickman and Rivers are going to start to take over. They're their 2 next leading scorers with Austin on the bench.
Rivers tries to go through, and Max did a nice job of reaching in and put his hand right on the basketball. So the alternating possession will keep it with Cahokia, but a good job by Max, 1, forcing the held ball, and 2, not getting the foul called.
Yeah, and what they're doing is they're setting a high ball screen on Joey. So when they come off that high ball screen, one of our wings has to pick up that ball handler.
Hickman, top of the key, swinging around now to Crumble. Back in the corner to Rivers. They lob it down low for Williams. Williams, they've got a bad spacing issue, but they get out of it. Crumble over on the left wing to Rivers. 5.5 to go. Railers on top, 11-9. First half of action. Rivers, a high arcing 3, will go straight down.
Yeah, now got it. That time it was inside out. Williams, they get it into their big boy inside at the block. He kicked it out to Rivers, who's headed to Drake, so you know he's going to be able to score the basketball, and he hits a long one from the perimeter.
That gives Cahokia the lead back at 12-11. 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's been close all throughout. Biggest lead of the night has been 4. Kick it out to Joey, his 3 from the right side, left it short. Rebound comes down to Rivers for Cahokia.
Got to get back.
Crumble on the far side in front of the Railer bench. Back now to Rivers. Hickman.
I'll give Cahokia a lot of credit, Jeff. They're really patient on what they do. They've had a chance to shoot a couple of shots, and what they like to do is up-tempo game, and they've really been patient here against the Railer 1-2-2 of finding a good shot, working it inside, and working it out. And they were able to hit that last 3 from Rivers.
Well, and you know, it's maybe a little taste of what the Railers do. Coach Alexander says not many people want to play defense for 40, 45 seconds, and that's exactly what Cahokia is forcing the Railers to do defensively.
Yeah, and you can see this this bigger court has given the Railers a little bit of a problem as far as covering up some of those lob passes out of the corners.
Halfway through, Williams the catch, and he's going to be called for steps. They tried to lob it over the top of the Railers zone, and Williams just couldn't handle it, and by the time he corralled it, his feet were moving, so traveling called on Cahokia. Railers catch a break.
Yeah, all they did was throw it up to the big kid at 6'10", threw it up on the block and said, go get it. And that time he took a couple extra steps while he came down with it. But the Railers have got to get a little more ball pressure on the basketball, and they won't allow them to throw some of those easy lob passes.
3:45 to go in the first half. Tyler Horsham back in for the Railers. Block down on the far side. Again, defensively, Cahokia is not letting the Railers get any good looks at many threes here tonight.
Yeah, and Max really hasn't had a lane to get to the basket either.
Max, oh, there it is. The lane opens up, kicks it out to Bowlby. Can he hit another three? Yes, he can.
We were shaking my head there for a minute. Why didn't Max take that three or take that layup? But he kicked it out to Bowlby now with 3 threes on the game for big number 42. So it worked that time. But again, Max, I think the way he went against Champaign just the other night, he's got to go in and try and finish those layups also.
3:15 to go in the first half. Lincoln on top, 14-12, and he threw it away, and they're going to get Gavin with the foul as he came down, and it looked like if Gavin wouldn't have done anything, he might have slipped out anyway, but they got Gavin with a little bit of the bump.
Yeah, I think when he came down, he kind of went right into him to try and come back from trying not to go out of bounds. And when he came back in, Gavin was sitting there, hit him in the chest, and then fell out a little farther.
So now Gavin takes a seat with 3:15. So the Railers may have to play the rest of the first half without their leading score. 3 minutes to go. Lincoln on top, 14-12. Cahokia over to Rivers on the right wing. Crumble goes down the lane. Nobody gets in his way, and he's going to be called for steps. I'm not sure if he tripped.
I'm not sure about the travel either. Looked like 2, and he was going to make a move. But there again, Crumble is getting right in between our point and our wing, something that can't happen because once you get there, they've got 6'10" to lob it up to.
2:45 to go. Railers up by just 2. Bowlby gets it to Max. Max pull-up jumper, left it way, way short. Forced that one. 2:30 to go in the first half. Rivers, there's a steal for Bowlby. Ball tipped around, and Max comes out with it. Bowlby did a nice job getting over to Max. Joey in the corner thought about a three, didn't take it. Well, I tell you what, Cahokia has turned up the pressure like crazy. Can the Railers take advantage? Horsham's three, in and out. Conrady tried to grab the board, but it was Hickman for Cahokia in front of him who grabbed it.
Yeah, in and out for Horsham on a nice shot, a good shot for Tyler. That is a steal now by Bowlby, and here come the Railers on the transition. Yeah,
nice job by Bowlby coming to force the double team. I don't think Williams was ready for it. Joey thought about the three, didn't take it, steps in and hits a 2.
Big shot, Joey Olden. Takes a shot fake on the wing. Gets one guy to go by him, left-handed dribble, 2-dribble pull-up, and the Railers up 16-12. The Cahokia 30-second timeout.
1:48 to go, Josh. Railers on top, 16-12. Gavin Block on the bench with 2 fouls. It's one of those cases where Cahokia is in the same spot. Darius Austin on the bench with 2 fouls. How does each team weather this storm without their leading score?
Well, you're right. Just take good shots, continue to try and get to the basket, and that's one thing we saw where Max, and he went to the basket, he kicked it out to Bowlby, and yes, Bowlby made the 3. But before that, in the first quarter, Max would get to the basket and didn't convert on some of those layups. Some of the longer guys from Cahokia were contesting him at the rim, and that's one thing Max can't do is shy away because he missed the first couple. He's got to continue to do that. That's how we won that basketball game against Champaign Central, was getting to the rim, getting to the basket, and converting layups. Max has got to continue to do that.
Right now would be a good time for that Joey steal.
No, you're exactly right. 4-point game, turn this thing into a 6 and get this Railer Nation going.
So after the timeout called by Cahokia, Railers on top 16-12 as we're down to 1:40 here in the first half. Crumble on the right side. They kick back out. Now to Rivers. Back to Crumble. Crumble's going to drive. pull up over Bowlby. His high arcing jumper will go down.
And again, nice penetration by Crumble off the right. Couple dribble pull up from about 15. So a nice possession there by Cahokia.
Joey on the right wing as the Railers get it into the front court quickly. 1:10 to go. Railers on top 16-14. Max on the far side. Mack now to Olden. Now the Railers have possession to start the second half. Can we hold for one? We're at a minute.
It looks like they're still in their man-to-man now at a minute, and coach is probably going to want one, but
Max is going to take it down the lane. Nobody gets in his way, and he had it knocked away. Cahokia with a chance to tie, take the lead with a three here as we head toward halftime. Rivers three, that is good.
Wow,
big
quick.
Turnaround.
Yeah, no kidding. Real quick 5-0 run by Cahokia as the Railers were up just 16-12, now down 17-16 with 33 left here in before halftime.
30 seconds to go. Railers down one as we approach the end of the first half. Joey. And the ball's knocked away, but a good job by Conradi. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Railers.
Yeah, and you see Cahokia being really aggressive right now, mainly because, Jeff, they've got only 5 team fouls. So they can be really aggressive here and give up one more foul. And if the ref doesn't call it, they get a steal. That's a good thing for them. So just 5 team fouls. They're going to be really aggressive here and not let Lincoln try and hold for the last shot.
Railers down one, 15 seconds to go. Joey to Gavin. Gavin back in as the Railers are on offense. Gavin playing with those 2 fouls. Horsham, Gavin at the high post, down to 5 seconds, and a foul is going to be whistled out high. And you talked about it, Josh. There's that aggressiveness that they can use.
Well, now you're at it. Now is really a good foul by Cahokia. Now you've got 5.7 left here, and the Railers, that throws them right out of the play that they were in to end the first half.
16 fouls now, 5.7 to go, as Josh said. High post to Gavin. Gavin's going to turn. He's going to take it up. Contact off the glass, and it will go down. That's how our first half will end. Gavin blocks a little floater in the lane off the glass, gives the Railers the lead. At the end of the first half, it is Lincoln 18, Cahokia 17, and for those who are superstitious, at the end of the sectional final, it was Lincoln up at halftime 18-17. We'll be back with our halftime in just a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.